Hello everyone, today I'm going to be giving you a tour of the modded MeepWorld server, because in case you didn't know, MeepWorld now has a modded server which runs some Resonant Rise Lite and has lots of cool mods. So just starting off here at the spawn, as you can see, nice view of the ocean, and if you look back this way there's loads of houses, and yes, I do have flight. Let's just quickly go over my gear first, because why the hell not. We've got a nice Tinker's sword, a needle gun, a backpack, some ME stuff, a needle gun ammo. I've got dark armor from Ender.io, and I've got a angel ring with dragon wings, which looks pretty darn cool. Hell yeah. Okay, so first so the plan of this video is we're just going to kind of go and look at the about four buildings there are so far, including my base. So it's just kind of a base slash server tour because the server's not that big. So there's this base made by someone who joined the server that I can't remember their name, but they appear to have teleport plates inside their base. Interestingly, they seem to have been having a bit of fun with that. So they've just got a nice little base and they're working on Thaumcraft. So that seems cool enough. But now we will obviously go to the best base, my base, because you know, that's what I'm going to say because it's my base, but people don't have to agree. I mean, that building there, in case you're wondering, is the power plant, and we'll get to that later, but we will get to it, so don't you worry. Now here is this weird marble brick structure. I wonder what happens if you stand here. It's an XP shower! Yay! Yeah, that's why I have so many levels. We've got like an automated system for that. I think we'll go look around the back first. Here is a gigantic perceived carts potato farm, which doesn't work too well, but the thing is we have a shit ton of potatoes, so it doesn't care. They go into the cargo manager. We should be getting some raw potatoes in this crate, 64 times 64, so these crates are both full, so there's probably been potatoes spewing over the ground or something, but I don't really care about that because we don't need any more, because in the system, because I've got an ME system, and that's weird, there's 19,000 of them, 19,000 baked potatoes. You heard right. And in here is some cursed earth, which basically makes mob spawn a hell of a lot more often. And then there's these machines, the grinders, which put items into these pipes, which go into this chest, which then filters the rubbish into the bin, and the stuff we do want into this chest, which goes into the system through an import bus. And this here takes liquid out of those grinders, which is essence, and these tower is all to make, like as you can see, cobble from this machine, and that turns it into sand, and that turns it into glass, and then this here will turn it into glass bottles, and these glass bottles go into this auto enchanter, which takes the essence, which turns it into bottles of enchantings, which go into here, or used to go into the system. Yay! And now I think it's time to go and explore the house proper. Now my gear actually has quite a useful benefit. The helmet, in fact, I can press hotkeys to do night vision. So to give you guys better camera work, I'll put that on now. So nice and bright, right? Oh yeah, also I automatically walk up 1 block jumps. Here's my base. We've got a card assembler and good old fashioned furnace. A dual work table, which is great and just kind of stores my spare gear at the moment. A dimensional anchor, which loads chunks. An old high temperature furnace generator and Stirling generator from before the power plant existed, and an alloy smelter which smelts all my stuff, a sag mill which grinds all my stuff, some spare power storage, a painting machine which I can use to hide things, and a slice and splice which is used for some higher tier Ender.io machines. And this here is a teleport which I can use to teleport around, my bed, a brewing stand which I needed both potions and some recipes, and this ender chest comes from the quarry, which I didn't actually look at, I'm sorry, but you can just see out there, right down there, you probably saw it before. There's an ender quarry which basically mines the entire fenced off area and puts it in that ender chest using power from that power limiter, so it doesn't use absolutely all our power. But that goes into this ender chest, which is then imported into this, the ME system. And this is a really cool computer craft program I wrote, which gives me the reactor status over a network. It's currently off and has 0%. I need to turn it on. At least I think. Oh no, that's probably not turning right now because it would have gone out fully. But now let's go to my basement with a ray muffler, some glass cables from Applied Logistics, and a wired modem, which is part of the computer craft network. That's an import bus where the potatoes come in. Okay, so we were heading downstairs. Here's the iron chest where the potatoes come in, as I just said, and some more power storage. My old capacitor bank. I need a new one to fill up my storage stuff faster, because look how slow this charges it. Pretty slow, right? Anyway, this is a charger which is needed for applied logistics crafting. This is applied logistics stuff too. This is where all the items are stored in these drives. This is cool. The items from the quarry will be imported into this chest, which go into the grinder, which go into the smelter, which go into this chest, go back into the system, which basically auto smelts everything. This is also part of the crafting. This is my home PC where I write my computer craft programs, because computer craft is quite definitely amazing. And I've got a mine which has quarries and stuff, but now I've got the ender quarry, I don't really need the awesome mines. This is our power storage. So over the past 10 minutes it's been about the same. 1 minute, same. But if we look at an hour, see, I just turned the reactor back on, and as you can see, our power storage has gone way up. What if we go to 10 hours? Yeah, you can tell when the reactor turned off, because this is a really cool graph. 7 days, this is when it started, and then it just got that cool. That's when it started monitoring, when I made the block, like yesterday. But now there's like 3 cables. There's power, ME cables, and networking cables. But why would I need ME cables and networking cables to come out of my base? Well, let's go down this tunnel and find out, shall we? So it's quite a nice tunnel. We've got this really nice cable tunnel running around. There's nice lighting, as you can see, nice inverted white cage lamps, which is always a good sign, right? I think so. These cables keep going. Where's the power cable gone? There. Okay, so the power cable actually goes up about there. Goes up somewhere, which you'll see. And there's a different type of power cable here linked to Meep base. So Meep does thermodynamics. But there is actually a way out of the tunnels, if I can do it. There we go. So I can show you the reactor room. So that's the way in through there. There's nothing there. If we come in, you can see this reactor controller, which is just a computer I've made with a computer I output to power the reactor. This is where cyanite comes out, and we store the spare yellow ore in, because we don't want to store it in a system, the ME system, which needs power to operate, because that just been done. An extra mini chest, which has been there a while. And this is a power buffer, which comes out of the reactor to allow us to take multiple energy conduits out of the same block, because I couldn't be bothered building more reactor ones. This goes down to my base. This goes around, that one over there goes down to Meep's base. And this is our spare emergency power, which has its output turned off, which it should do. I mean, output mode, never active. Good. That shouldn't output. It should just keep power safe for us. This is the public charging station with a bit of a crappy thing. And now let's continue around down here to Meep's base, I think, if I can get through these stupid iron doors, which I never like. And nice glowy buttons too, which I like those though. If we continue around here, continue around, you can see still the networking cable. Oh yeah, that computer in the reactor is connected to the network, which, so as well as managing turning the reactor on and off, it also manages that status panel in my base. And you can see the sky up through here. It is actually nighttime if I turn my night vision off. So night vision useful. Meep's made these weird things, because Meep does weird things, as we all know. And we will go, these just lead round to Meep's other buildings, which I'll show you from the surface. There's an interesting mini-me cage here. So that's cool, right? Go up here. Now you may have also noticed something I forgot to mention, the nether portal behind my base. That just leads to the nether, nothing special there. So Meep, also this is really cool. Me and Meep have shared storage. That's right. I actually connected this all the way to Meep's base, and we share all our resources through an applied logistics system. And applied logistics is just amazing. Like, this stuff here is stored in those drives back at my base. Everything's just truly amazing. And then this is Meep's little house with this chest of weird random crap, which he keeps on his own. And then, hello, it's a Meep. He's wearing different armor to me, which gives him like ridiculous amounts of protection. So, I will show you. See, that Meep's nice little house. Obviously, Meep's better at building houses than me. Over, he's got a fence too. Meep's obviously the better builder. He's got a ton of yellow candles everywhere. I haven't seen those before. And an animal trap from Pam's Harvest Craft. Interesting, but that just leads down to Meep's mine. No, it does not this night all the way down. Seriously, just to prove you it's all a lie. You get this far and it gets even worse than my mine. I might show you my mine later. I'm not sure about that. So, what else does Meep have? Meep has this really awesome factory. It's even got like windows up there, as you can see. Around here. Whoops. There we go. Opens the drawbridge thing. And he's got his factory with all his machines. That's a different auto smelting system he's got there. Just generally, this is an automatic brick making factory, which made bricks for the factory about as useful as the glass bottle making factory. Looks like he's also got some essence berries back here, and a dimensional anchor, and an empty chest. So, you may have noticed some other buildings on Meep's large base, obviously. Looks like the sun is coming up. This building is really cool, as you can see, just give you a nice view of it. This is Meep's smelting building for his massive Tinkerer's Construct smeltery that is just humongous, really. Humongous. So he's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 casting tables and 1, 2, 3, 4 casting basins, and he's got this ridiculously large and wide smelter, and then around here he's got a thing that tells him the amount of iron we currently have in our applied energistic system, which is cool, I think. And tool forge, which is made out of gold when we didn't even have much gold, which I found quite annoying. Pig iron, which looks like a pig. Meep wants me to come there. I will just quickly look at this and then I will go to Meep. So these are all the things you need for Tinker's Construct. On display he's got an amazing hammer and a, I think it's a manualin block. So yeah, and he made me a hammer too, and this is called the beheader, which gives you like ridiculously high amounts of heads, and that was used for wither skeletons. I think Meep's want to become there. Give me 1 minute. That was used for wither skeletons to get a wither, which was ridiculously easy to kill with flight, you know, and decent armor. If you can fly creatively, you can kill the wither really easily. With wither skeletons to make these flying rings. Okay, what does Meep want? Meep has got 3 blocks of manualin, and if you know anything about Tinker's Construct, you'll know that those are really quite hard to make. But does Meep have anything else particularly he wants to show me other than his manualin blocks? Because, you know, this is quite a speedy look through. I don't want to slow down. Oh yeah, like this awesome window into the smelter, and you can see little layers of loads of things. But I think I'm safe to continue with my tour now. So there was, I think, something else. Yeah, so we keep going back here. Goes to Meep's Pam's Harvest Craft area. He's got all these interesting Pam's Harvest Craft crops. So I don't know much about Pam's Harvest Craft, but he seems to have a cheese press and cheese vat, so he's attempting to make automated cheese, I think. Oh god, I'm studying the cheese. Ew, ew, ew. Culture jar, also part of the cheese, I'm pretty sure. Fruit press and fermentation barrel, which I think meant to have like wine. Grape wine, fermented wine. Hey Meep, can we have some of this wine that's fermented? Like there's 333 of it. Give me some wine. A brew kettle, ovens, tile sinks, presses, which I actually used to get paper at one stage, crafting stations, apiaries. You're doing bees. Interesting. So Meep has this really nice looking garden. So that is good. Meep's got me some wine. That's good. Let's have a drink of wine. What is it? Grape wine, fermented wine, 20% chance of tipsy and resistance. Cool. Let's have some wine. Oh yeah, I got tipsy. Cool, I'm a bit tipsy now. That's fine. I'm sure everything's fine. Yeah, everything's a bit wobbly. I don't know. So, that is an overview of what's been built on the MeepWorld Modded server so far. You can see everything. That's the viewport. Give you a nice overview up here. And if you want to join, there will be a link to a tutorial video that Meep himself made in the description of the video you are watching now. So that is that will tell you how to join the server. So, I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see some of you around on this server because, you know, there isn't that many people really. So, I thought I'd just quickly show you my mine, which is where turtles did all this digging. It gets ridiculous and like deep and stuff. But thank you for watching, everybody. Goodbye.